Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as we already know that there is a strong case that ADI notification shall come in the month of July, or by the time you're watching this video the notification might have already come. In case you're planning to give this exam, in this video I'm going to give you in-depth, seriously in-depth analysis of the phase 2 strategy for this exam. You will find this nowhere on the internet, the depth I am going to discuss out here. So please be ready with your pen and paper. और यहाँ से जितना इंफॉर्मेशन जितना एनालिसिस आपको मिलने वाला है दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इमेंसली इन योर प्रिपरेशन फॉर एडाई. So this is the pattern for ADI. We have in phase 2 3 papers: paper 1 English, paper 2 ESI impacting insurance, and paper 3 insurance and management. All these three papers are 100 marks and they have the same time allotted to them, 60 minutes. Now these papers are not objective. All these three papers are 100% descriptive, and descriptive also in a sense that you would have to write using your pen on the paper. They are not online descriptive exams, though you will see the questions online, but the answers have to be written on the answer sheets with pen and paper, which might be a relief for many because you will be at least able to draw diagrams, make flowcharts, and maybe underline or highlight few of the things. So now this is the pattern. Now let's first start with the strategy for paper 1, that is your English. अब इंग्लिश का सिलेबस क्या है? सिलेबस कुछ खास दिया नहीं हुआ है. In the notification, if you see, they have mentioned that it will consist of essay, précis writing, comprehension, and business office correspondence. They have just given you an overall idea that what can be there in the English paper. Now, if you see the previous year papers, I have analyzed the 2023 question paper for English. These are the types of question that have come in your exam. और आपको 5 क्वेश्चन आए थे, 4 नहीं. ऐसे प्रेसी कॉम्प्रिहेंशन और लेटर राइटिंग के अलावा भी यू गॉट अ क्वेश्चन ऑन एक्सपेंशन ऑफ अ टॉपिक. सो देयर वाज एन एसे, 30 marks. Expansion of a topic, I'll explain all this. What does this mean? 100 words, 15 marks. Comprehension, there were 4 questions, 5 mark each. Presi, 15 mark, and letter writing, 20 marks. अब essay में क्या आया? Essay में generally if you see in all these regulatory bodies exam, I see there is always a one topic related to social issues. Employment के बारे में कुछ पूछ लिया, drug abuse, illiteracy, environment, and all that. And even if you see IRDAI 2023 paper, there was a question on or essay on youth and employment. That was one of the essays. You got 4-5 essays, you had to write one. Then most of the time another topic that is asked in the exam is related to technology, internet, or social media, as in the role of social media in today's world, role of internet in communication, role of technology, how it is making our lives difficult, around these areas. और ऐसा ही इरडाई 2023 पेपर में देखा गया था, देयर वाज एन एसे टॉपिक ऑन रोल ऑफ सोशल मीडिया. देन थर्ड एरिया, if you analyze previous year papers, has always been related to insurance and finance. For example, in 2023 there was a question on tax saving and insurance. This was an essay topic. Another essay topic was pension sector in India with reference to Atal Pension Yojana and NPS. So you can see that essay topics most of the times would fall under one of these categories, and you can very well plan if you say now prepare say 30-40 topics related to social issues, you can easily write one. Or in the area of insurance and finance, if you prepare 20-30 topics, you will most probably find one in your exam on which you would have a certain idea. So this is about the essay. Then there was one question on expansion of topic. So there was this line given in the exam in the year 2023: I cannot go against the wind but can sail accordingly to achieve my goal. You would have to expand it further. Now this is kind of an abstract line given to you. I cannot go against the wind but can sail accordingly to achieve my goal. Now this is a very open-ended thing. You would have to think what perspective you need to take. You need to complement it or you need to challenge it and then write in your own words, expand in your own words. So this is really nice. I think they are checking your creativity and expression through this. Another example of this can be, suppose they give you line, insurance penetration is not only important from the growth perspective but also from the perspective of sustainability of human life. Open-ended, again you need to express yourself. So these kind of questions can come where you are required to expand on a topic. Then comprehension, you all know what comprehension is. and it can be for any from any random topic. Many people think that comprehension in your exam would necessarily be related to insurance. No, it can be from any random topic. It can be on psychology, it can be on mathematics, it can be on business economics, it can be on world wars, it can be anything. Next is Prezi. Prezi is like now precisely writing something, kind of a summary, though Prezi is a different from a summary. Again, Prezi can be from any random topic. Most of the times I've seen that Prezi is an article that is given to you from one of the leading newspapers of a country. Times of India में से कुछ उठा के दे दिया, हिंदू में से कुछ उठा के दे दिया, right? But that doesn't mean you start reading newspapers end to end assuming कि इसमें से कुछ Prezi आ जाएगा, उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है, right? But these are very general. Then there is a letter writing. So most probably एक आधा लेटर आपको इंश्योरेंस से रिलेटेड ही आएगा. As in your 2023 exam there was a letter that you have to write a letter from insurance company's regional manager to customer about the customer friendly initiatives taken by the company. थोड़ा चेंज कर दिया. Normally the letter is that as a customer you have to write a complaint or the improvements you want to see in the insurance industry to the regional manager. यहाँ पे उल्टा कर दिया, थोड़ा चेंज कर दिया, ये अच्छा था. एक और लेटर आया था 2023 में, फ्रॉम द एल्डर ब्रदर टू द यंगर ब्रदर एक्सप्लेनिंग द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ अदर थिंग्स इन लाइफ विज़ वंस करियर. वाह, क्या टॉपिक है यार. मतलब ये टॉपिक पेपर में नहीं, हमें लाइफ में डेली लिखना चाहिए. आई थिंक that then we will realize what life is all about rather than being tensed about that. So इस तरह से इंग्लिश का पेपर आया है और इसमें की पॉइंट्स मैं यही बोलूंगा. 5 questions in 60 minutes. Now this is something which is lot to be done in 60 minutes. Normally even doing 3 questions is a challenge. 5 क्वेश्चन मतलब पेपर पूरा तो करना ही है, साथ में अच्छा भी लिखना है. इट बिकम्स अ ह्यूज चैलेंज फॉर अस. और मैं एक एडवाइस सबको दूंगा, डू योर कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इन द एंड. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज, प्रेसी आपने थोड़ा बहुत एंड में जाके टाइम कम है तो आप फिनिश कर लोगे किसी तरह, बट कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इज अ सेट ऑफ 4 क्वेश्चंस. एक क्वेश्चन रह गया, कुछ भी नहीं लिखा तो 5 नंबर गए. ऐसे अगर लास्ट पैराग्राफ लिख रहे हो यू विल काइंड ऑफ फाइंड टाइम टू फिनिश इट विद इन 1 minute. कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में एक क्वेश्चन रह गया, 0 मार्क्स. सो डू नॉट डू कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इन द एंड. एंड के लिए कुछ ऐसा रखो जिसको आप जल्दी जल्दी लिखकर भी एक फिनिशिंग लाइन तक लेके जा सको. कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इज अ सेट ऑफ 4 क्वेश्चंस व्हिच नीड्स टू बी डन इंडिपेंडेंटली. उसमें आप कुछ छोड़ नहीं सकते. नाउ कमिंग टू दी second paper, ESI impacting insurance. First of all I want to make it very clear, if you just see the syllabus here, थोड़ा सा लगेगा शायद ये RBI और NABARD वाला ESI है. It is entirely different. First unit में maybe some of the fundamentals remain the same of growth, NNP, GDP and all, but if you see the syllabus, this is about economic growth, business cycles, insurance penetration and all that. Second unit is about financial markets. Third unit is about risk assessment in the insurance industry. Fourth unit is about reforms in the insurance industry. कैसे इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री इस कंट्री में पैदा हुई, बड़ी और स्प्रेड हुई. देन सोशल रिफॉर्म्स which can actually increase the insurance penetration or density in India and giving help to the vulnerable people. तो ये ESI वो वाला नहीं है. Even in the question in the exam are not related to the ESI that you would study in RBI and NABARD. This is entirely different. So ये आपका सिलेबस है, इसको आप पॉज करके डिटेल में पढ़ सकते हैं. बट इफ आई ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन द एग्जाम पैटर्न फर्स्ट, so here it is 100 marks 60 minutes. If you see the exam pattern has been same in both the years. You have been given 2 sections. Part 1 आपको 5 questions दिए हैं. You would have to do 3 questions and each question is of 24 marks. Meaning part 1 is 24 into 3, 72 marks. And this 24 marks worth of paper has to be written in 24 marks worth of question has to be written in 250 words. Part 2 you will get 6 questions. You would have to do 4 questions. ठीक है, each question is of 7 mark, making it 7 into 4 28 marks and each question has to be written in 80 words. तो ये total 100 हो गया. This is the same pattern. So you would have to in total do 3 plus 4. 3 questions in part 1, 4 questions in part 2, 7 questions. Out of that 3 questions are 24 markers and 4 questions are 7 marker. Now this is the pattern which is homogeneous across years. 17 और 23 में same pattern है. That's a relief. Okay, we know that what is the possibility of pattern even this year, though it can change. That will always be a risk. तो अब इसमें key points क्या हैं? सबसे पहले आप ये समझो, again to do 7 questions in 60 minutes, इज अ बिग टास्क. वर्ड लिमिट छोड़ो, ओवरऑल 7 क्वेश्चंस को पढ़ना करना 60 मिनट्स में इज अ बिग टास्क. If you have given papers like RBI and NABARD, there 90 minutes, 4 questions. That also is a big task. 7 questions in only 60 minutes. And the marks are different. एक क्वेश्चन 24 मार्क्स का है, इतने ज्यादा मार्क्स. दूसरा क्वेश्चन इतना कम है कि सिर्फ 7 मार्क्स का है. सो देर इज अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द मार्क्स अलॉटेड टू दोज क्वेश्चंस. सो यू कैन नॉट जस्ट बी यूनिफॉर्म के सारे क्वेश्चंस को 10 या 8 मिनट दे दूंगा. You would have to be very judicious in using your time. तो 24 मार्क्स वाले जो 3 क्वेश्चन है, दे आर एक्चुअली मेकिंग इट 72 मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 100, which is logically meaning I should give my 72% of time to these questions. 72% of 60 minutes is 43 minutes. It means I shall be doing 3 questions worth 24 markers in 43 minutes. मतलब मुझे 14-15 मिनट में एक क्वेश्चन लिखना पड़ेगा 24 मार्कर, और बाकी 28% टाइम मैं 7 मार्कर्स को दूंगा. 28% of 60 minutes is around 17 minutes. So I would have to do 17 minutes. I would have to do 4 questions in 17 minutes, which means 4 question per 4 minute per question. So इस तरह से आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी. थोड़ा बहुत इधर कर सकते हो कि वहां पे 15 नहीं 13 दे दिए और यहाँ पे 4 नहीं 6 minutes दे दिए per question. But this has to be planned. You cannot be, totally outside your mind while planning this. कि जैसे जैसे होगा देखते रहेंगे, नहीं. You would have to plan it well and you would have to write your exam watching your watch कि इसका टाइम हो गया, इसको खत्म करो, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे जाओ. तो ये एग्जाम पैटर्न हो गया एंड सम की पॉइंट्स. नाउ कमिंग टू द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस that are asked in your exam. First of all, if you see the questions, the syllabus that is there and the paper that is being asked are not much related. syllabus में कुछ दिया है, पेपर में कुछ आ रहा है, ऐसा देखने को मिल सकता है. तो आपके जो मेजर एरियाज हैं फ्रॉम विच क्वेश्चंस आर बीइंग आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम, द फर्स्ट एरिया इज दैट दे आर आस्किंग यू क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू schemes in the areas of insurance or social security, in the areas of health, in the area of agriculture, in the area of retirement, and schemes for other underprivileged, this is not privileged, this is underprivileged sections of the society, such as poor women, widow women, children, orphans, all that. दूसरा, क्वेश्चंस आपके पेपर 3 के सिलेबस से इस पेपर में आ रहे हैं. पेपर 3 is insurance and management. There are certain questions which are related to the syllabus of insurance and management but are being asked here. Then there are certain questions which are related to current affairs of financial world or insurance sector. Then there are some questions on the normal concept of economics, monetary policy, inflation and all, and some case study based questions. So मैं इनके examples दूंगा आपको एक एक करके so that you get a better idea. For example, if I talk about questions on schemes related to insurance or social security or agriculture, retirement or underprivileged sections of the society, फसल बीमा योजना, ये क्वेश्चन 2 बार आया है, 2017 में भी 23 में भी. कहां से रिलेटेड है फसल बीमा योजना? एग्रीकल्चर और इंश्योरेंस. अटल पेंशन योजना, रिटायरमेंट. आयुष्मान भारत स्कीम, हेल्थ. सो एनी स्कीम इन दिस एरिया related to insurance or social security in health, agriculture, related to retirement or any underprivileged section of the society is being asked in your exam, if you see both in 2017 and in 2023. Then as I told you, certain questions from paper 3 syllabus are being asked. Role of marine insurance in boosting trade and commerce, this is from the syllabus of your paper 3. Functions of underwriting, syllabus of paper 3. Role of banks and brokers in distribution, paper 3. Questions on principle of utmost good faith and principle of indemnity, question 3. And again 17 में भी आए हैं, 23 में भी आए हैं. ये देखो आप, ये principles of utmost faith and principle of indemnity पेपर 3 के सिलेबस में से है. principle of insurance. Role of banks and brokers in insurance distribution, intermediation से related है. Functions of underwriting and insurance, underwriting. All these topics are part of your syllabus for paper 3. So this does not impact your preparation, but you shall be ready that something from my paper 3 syllabus can be asked in my paper 2. Third is questions related to current affairs. If you specifically see the 2017 paper, lot of questions were related to current affairs. GST, Make in India, direct benefit transfer scheme, that was very important at that time. तो ये करंट अफेयर्स रिलेटेड मेनली 2017 में पूछे गए हैं. आफ्टर दैट इन 2023 यू विल नॉट फाइंड मच क्वेश्चंस. Then questions on normal concepts of economics, question on monetary policy, question on household savings and all that. Again, these are more or less visible in 2017 rather than in 2023. Then case study based questions. 2023 में बहुत case study based questions आए हैं. Focus clearly has shifted to case study based questions in 2023 exam. So some numerical data was given and from that numerical data 2 questions were asked. ठीक है. So वो आपको भी समझ नहीं आएंगे because we don't have numerical data in front of us. So if I compare 2017 vis-a-vis 2023 with respect to ESI impacting insurance, one thing I've clearly seen is that 2017 में करंट अफेयर बेस्ड 3 क्वेश्चन आए थे. क्वेश्चंस ऑन नॉर्मल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स 2 थे, बट अब वो 0 हो चुके हैं 2023 में. दैट काइंड्स ऑफ शोज द ट्रेंड, दो इट कैन अगेन चेंज, बट I mean we have to go with the recent trend that we observed in 2023. Questions related to schemes were asked both in 2017 and 2023, so I don't see much change here. जो सिलेबस पेपर 3 का था उसमें से 2017 में एक ही क्वेश्चन आया था, बट इन 2023 देयर वर 3 क्वेश्चंस. एंड आई थिंक उसका शायद एक रीजन यही है कि बिकॉज इस पेपर के नाम में भी ESI impacting insurance है. नाउ इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू आस्क एवरी क्वेश्चन हाउ आर सोशल इश्यूज इम्पैक्ट इंश्योरेंस. सो दे हैव आस्क्ड यू सम डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम इंश्योरेंस यहाँ पे कि यही ESI impacting इंश्योरेंस में पेपर 3 के क्वेश्चन पूछ लो. और केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पहले नहीं आते थे, लेकिन अब उन पे फोकस है. तो ये कुछ की पॉइंट्स हैं जो आपको याद रखने हैं सो दैट यू कैन प्रिपेयर एज पर द नीड्स ऑफ द एग्जाम. केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, स्कीम्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, और पेपर 3 के क्वेश्चंस आपको पेपर 2 में भी पूछे जा सकते हैं. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आवर नेक्स्ट पेपर विच इज इंश्योरेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट. अब इंश्योरेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दीज आर 2 डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स. Management is a different subject, insurance is a different subject, and if you ask me the weightage of both these, that's not fixed, because in 2017 if I see the weightage of insurance and management was 50-50, but in 2023 the weightage changed. Insurance का weightage कम हो गया 35, management का weightage 65 हो गया. So we will discuss about that, but weightage is not fixed. ये pattern है. Pattern is also not fixed, as we saw in case of ESI impacting insurance earlier. ठीक है, ये हमारा insurance and management है. Earlier we saw in case of ESI impacting insurance, at least the pattern was fixed. In both the years they were asking you 24 markers 3 questions, 7 marker 4 questions. But here there is no such pattern. First of all, 2017 में इंश्योरेंस और मैनेजमेंट 50 मार्क्स के आए, यहाँ पे इंश्योरेंस 35, मैनेजमेंट 65 मार्क्स इन ईयर 2023. ओवरऑल इफ यू सी, यहाँ पे इंश्योरेंस में 5 क्वेश्चन करने थे 7 में से, एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन वाज ऑफ 10 मार्क्स. सिमिलरली इन मैनेजमेंट 5 क्वेश्चंस हैड टू बी डन आउट ऑफ 7 क्वेश्चंस, ईच क्वेश्चन वाज ऑफ 10 मार्क. देयर वाज अ वेरी सिंपल पैटर्न के 5-5 क्वेश्चन करो और सारे क्वेश्चन 10-10 मार्क के हैं. यहाँ पे दे कंप्लीटली चेंज्ड. इंश्योरेंस में 5 क्वेश्चन करने थे, बट दे वर ऑफ डिफरेंट मार्क्स. 1 क्वेश्चन 10 मार्कर, 2 क्वेश्चन 7.5 मार्कर, 2 questions 5 marker. Similarly in management there were 5 questions, but again they all were of different marks. 1 question 20 marker, 1 question 15 marker, 3 questions 10 marker. So there is no defined pattern either in terms of what would be the weightage of insurance and management, and moreover there is no defined pattern that how many questions worth how many marks would be there in each of these sections. बट ये है कि दोनों सालों में 10 क्वेश्चन आए हैं और आपको 60 मिनट्स में करने हैं. सो हेयर ऑल्सो इट्स अ चैलेंज टू एक्चुअली कंप्लीट 10 क्वेश्चन इन 60 मिनट्स. टाइम यूजेज और टाइम को किस क्वेश्चन पे कितना लगाना है वुड अगेन बी अ चैलेंज हेयर, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट बी यूनिफॉर्म, बिकॉज आपको 20 मार्कर क्वेश्चन भी आ रहा है, 5 मार्कर भी आ रहा है. सो यू हैव टू बी क्लियरली इन लाइन विद द रिक्वायरमेंट्स और द वर्ड लिमिट, और उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही आपको टाइम देना चाहिए. बाकी एक जनरल रूल मैं आपको बता सकता हूं, क्योंकि अब कल को 8 नंबर का क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, 12 नंबर का भी आ सकता है. 10 मार्क के क्वेश्चन के लिए 80 to 100 वर्ड्स लिख लिए. मतलब अगर 20 मार्क का है तो 200 वर्ड, 15 मार्क का है तो 150 वर्ड. यू कैन जस्ट यूज दिस अप्रोच. इफ यू आर नॉट श्योर कि इस x मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में मैं कितने वर्ड्स लिखूं, यू कैन जस्ट यूज दिस एज अ जनरल रूल. For every 10 marker question, use 100 words. 5 marker question, use 50 to 60 words. For every 20 marker question, use 200 words. ठीक है, so this is the pattern not defined. Now coming on to another question that might be coming in your mind कि इंश्योरेंस का यहाँ पे वेटेज क्यों कम कर दिया भाई? इंश्योरेंस तो मेन सब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए एडाई का, बिकॉज एडाई डील्स इन इंश्योरेंस. व्हाई दे आर पुटिंग यू मोर मार्क्स इन द मैनेजमेंट सेक्शन? So I think there is a reason for it, because if you see the 2023 paper, as I explained you earlier, there were a lot of questions from paper 3 syllabus in paper 2. ये मैंने समझाया था ना आपके ESI impacting insurance में. there were a lot of questions from paper 3 syllabus. So in a way they already had asked few questions from the insurance syllabus in your paper 2, so they thought why to ask them again here, rather they tested you more on the management part. ठीक है, सो दैट माइट बी द रीजन, बट दैट इज ऑफ नो कंसर्न टू यू. यू नेवर नो, दिस ईयर इंश्योरेंस 65 का आ जाए, मैनेजमेंट 35 की रह जाए. ठीक है, तो अब हम इन दोनों सेक्शंस के बारे में बात करेंगे एक एक करके. फर्स्ट लेट अस स्टार्ट विद इंश्योरेंस, देन मूव ऑन टू मैनेजमेंट कि इसमें किस किस तरह के क्वेश्चन आए थे एंड हाउ टू अप्रोच दिस सेक्शन. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट इंश्योरेंस, there were few questions which were directly related to the syllabus. There were few tweaked questions which need to be done by applying your mind. Then there were few questions from paper 2 syllabus. जैसे paper 2 में there were few questions from paper 3 syllabus. Similarly in this paper 3 there were few questions from paper 2 syllabus. I'll show you that. And there were few case study or RC based questions. If I give you example of this, questions which were directly related to your syllabus. For example, there was a question on reinsurance and its importance. यहाँ पे syllabus में है. What is concentration risk and its importance? Again, you can find this pooling and diversification of risk in your syllabus. What is insurable interest? Insurable interest is directly mentioned in your syllabus. So these are direct questions which could have been done very easily if you would have read the syllabus. Then there were little tweaked questions also. For example, this question, what is insurance density and does high insurance density means high inclusion? Now this is not bookish. This you will nowhere find in any book or in any article straightforward. This is something which actually required you to apply your mind and to combine your knowledge on different aspects. Then questions from paper 2 syllabus. जैसे कि if you see in year 2017, this question was asked, discuss insurance penetration in India and compare India's growth with US and China for life and non-life insurable penetration in 2013-15. तो ये insurance penetration is part of actually your paper 2 syllabus. Similarly, impact of business cycle on insurance. This was asked in the year 2023 in your paper 3, but this is actually part of your paper 2 syllabus, business cycles. So it's vice versa. In paper 2, they can ask you questions from paper 3 syllabus. In paper 3, they can ask you questions from paper 2 syllabus. And then there were few case study based questions and more of them in 2023. ठीक है, insurance data was given to some given for some classes of business and some questions were asked based on that. One RC was given and some questions was asked based on that. Though these case study based questions were not that difficult, but again I think you need to practice them so that on the exam day you're not surprised that what kind of question is this. So these are the key points related to insurance. बाकी इंश्योरेंस में अगर मैं कंपेयर करूं 2017 और 2023 को, आई थिंक नाउ दे आर नॉट आस्किंग यू डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, 2023 में ऐसे खत्म हो गए. रेदर देयर फोकस इज मोर ऑन केस स्टडी, आरसी और डीआई बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस दैट आई हैव बीन टेलिंग यू. यहाँ पे आपको फोकस करना है. Then moving on to the management part. Now management part is very easy, I would say. Again, if you see the type of questions, there were few questions which were directly related to the syllabus. There were few questions which are out of syllabus, fringe topics, very, very important. And again, some case study based or RC based questions. If I talk about direct questions related to your syllabus, so these are visible on your screen. What is leadership strategy and explain various types of leadership styles? Very straightforward question. Explain the process of effective decision making. Very straightforward question. Explain communication skills. Very easy. Difference between personal and human management, human resource management. Very easy. These questions are very straightforward. Even if you would have read about these concepts one time, you would be able to write your answers. But I think main thing which worries me, though the syllabus is defined, but if you see the questions, they have asked you a lot of questions out of topics or the fringe topics, I would say, which are not directly part of your syllabus. What is the importance of digital marketing? From where does it come in your syllabus? What is the importance of business ethics? Ethics is not in your syllabus. टीम बिल्डिंग प्रोसेस, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंज, ये तो 2023 में पूछा है, ऐसा भी नहीं पुराने पेपर में पूछा है. So you would have to prepare on the fringe topics in management. You would have to go beyond your syllabus and not just rely on your syllabus. And there were some case study based, DI based, RC based questions. In 2017, there was one paragraph on empathy and body language on which they asked you a lot of questions. Then in 2023 again there was a case study based questions where one paragraph was given and they asked you 3 questions, and there was another question on numerical bar graph on management in the year 2023. तो केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस अगेन बहुत आ रहे हैं मैनेजमेंट में. अगेन इफ आई कंपेयर 2017 एंड 2023, केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस इंक्रीज हुए हैं, आउट ऑफ सिलेबस थोड़े डिक्रीज हुए हैं, विच मीन्स नाउ दे हैव स्टार्टेड स्टिकिंग to the syllabus, but yet there was one question from the fringe topics even in 2023, so you cannot ignore it. Overall अगर मैं लर्निंग की बात करूं, डिस्क्रिप्टिव इंग्लिश इज अ स्टैंडर्ड पेपर बट स्पीड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हेयर. 5 questions in 60 minutes. I mean, that's kind of impossible if I think of myself. ESI impacting insurance, schemes related to insurance industry, then schemes related to social security in health, agriculture, retirement, and for other underprivileged sections of the society are very important. Then इंश्योरेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट का जो सिलेबस है, उसके सिलेबस में से इस पेपर में क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं, केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं. और टाइम को एज पर मार्क्स अलॉटेड यूज कीजिए. डू नॉट बी यूनिफॉर्म के 6 क्वेश्चन करने हैं, 7 क्वेश्चन करने हैं 60 मिनट में. सो लेट मी यूज दिस फंडा 60 डिवाइडेड बाय 7, क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चंस ज्यादा मार्क्स के होंगे, कुछ क्वेश्चंस कम मार्क्स के होंगे. यू वुड हैव टू बी वेरी स्मार्ट इन यूटिलाइजिंग योर टाइम एंड डूइंग जस्टिस टू द मार्क्स अलॉटेड टू दैट क्वेश्चन. इंश्योरेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट इज टिपिकली इजियर. केस स्टडीज आ रही हैं थोड़ी, और फ्रिंज टॉपिक से भी क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं मैनेजमेंट में. दैट इज ऑफ कंसर्न टू मी. आई डू नॉट वांट यू टू मिस एनी क्वेश्चन इन मैनेजमेंट जस्ट बिकॉज यू डिडंट कवर समथिंग. बाकी डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Just reading will not suffice. If you think that just reading the content and you will be ready for the exam, that is a big mistake. You must realize that you're missing something, and that is basically your skill of answer writing. And a lot of people I know, they are fearful of answer writing. They are like, sir, when we start writing, we are not able to write. हमसे लिखा ही नहीं जाता है, हमें डर लगता है, हमारे words ही नहीं आते हैं. I know it is kind of a difficult for somebody who has not written descriptive writing for a while, but you can all write. You have actually written in the past, so you can and you must, because आपका पेपर सारा descriptive है. You cannot be having a lazy approach here by just reading the content and not practicing on descriptive writing. और descriptive writing practice करने के बहुत simple तरीके बताता हूँ. It's not like you have to be very good in English or very good in vocabulary. Always try to follow these 6 steps, the basics. Please do not commit any spelling or grammatical errors, which we tend to do even though we know these spellings. तो इस पे ध्यान रखना. Typing speed, or rather I would say writing speed now, because your exam is just pen and paper based. So writing speed आपकी बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए. You have seen that a lot of questions are being written in a very limited time, and adjusting to the word limit, marks allotted to the question is very important. Always try to introduce some examples or data of facts in your answer so that examiner gets that idea that you are well read. Always structure and link your answer. This is very important. And practicing as on exam day. ऐसा नहीं मतलब लेट के लिख रहे हैं, आराम से लिख रहे हैं. जिस तरह पेपर पे पेन से एग्जाम डे पे लिखना है वैसे ही लिखें, अच्छे से लिखें, अच्छी हैंडराइटिंग में लिखें. हैंडराइटिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाली है, और ये सारी चीज़ें प्रैक्टिस से आएंगी. ग्राफ्स बनाना सीखें, फ्लो चार्ट्स बनाना सीखें, हैंडराइटिंग सुधारें, All these are very, very important aspects because your exam is now pen and paper based. It's not an online exam. और रिकॉल पे फोकस करें. रिकॉग्निशन इज व्हेन वी हैव 4 or 5 ऑप्शंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस एंड वी आर एबल टू सेलेक्ट वन बिकॉज वी आर एबल टू कनेक्ट विद व्हाट वी हैव रेड. That is recognizing. In the exam, you would have to recall. They will give you, okay, what are the 5 types of insurance in the motor industry? Then you would have to recall, okay, what are those 5 types? And for that kind of recall, you have to be very quick. And to be quick, I think the only way to be quick in your recall is to remember the content through mind maps. और माइंड मैप से बहुत जल्दी रिवीजन होता है, ज़्यादा बार रिवीजन होता है. ज़्यादा बार रिवीजन होता है तो ज़्यादा जल्दी याद आता है एग्जाम में. सो ये रिकॉल पे ज़रूर काम करें. इस तरह के कुछ माइंड मैप्स बनाएं अपने आप. वेर एवर यू फील नो you can represent things around you in a form of a mind map. That would be very easy to revise and recall. And give mock test as it will happen in the exam. हमें मॉक टेस्ट को ऐसे नहीं देना कि इंग्लिश का आज दे लिया, ईएसआई इम्पैक्टिंग इंश्योरेंस का अलग दे दिया. एग्जाम में, एक्चुअल एग्जाम में यू विल हैव ऑल दी 3 पेपर्स ऑन डे 1. एक ही दिन में होंगे. एंड फॉर दैट वी नीड टू बिल्ड अ स्टेमिना. Our shoulders will start slouching because we will not be used to sitting for those 3 hours, 4 hours in the exam. So जब आप actual mock test दें तो all 3 papers in one day दें, चाहे ऑफिस से छुट्टी लेनी पड़े, चाहे बहाना बनाना पड़े, but do that because the more you will feel at home like you're sitting in the exam, the more you will be feeling at home in the exam. ये चीज 99% लोग नहीं करते हैं. प्रिपरेशन करते रहते हैं, राइटिंग करेंगे भी तो बहुत ही ब्रोकन अप होगी. आज एक आंसर लिख लिया, एक मॉक टेस्ट में एक पेपर आज दे लिया, दूसरा पेपर कल दे लिया. नहीं, ऑल 3 पेपर्स इन 1 सिंगल डे. सो विद दैट आई टेक योर लीव. आई होप इससे आपको काफी कुछ समझ आ गया होगा. यू विल हैव गॉट अ लॉट ऑफ आइडिया अबाउट हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर फेज 2 ऑफ दिस एग्जाम. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे. बाय बाय.